What do we love about Star Wars?
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a fabulous day. So far, it is a fabulous day. It is a very important day. But I won't tell you. Bella's not going to tell you either because it's a surprise. I'm going to let Matt tell you because I think Matt's really excited to tell you guys. Matt could have had the merchandise and all the things you could get now for this particular thing. He'd be happy. So right now, instead of being a child and buying all these things, he buys them for Bella and lives through Bella. Dad has to tell them, hush, because he gets all giddy. It's cute.
Today is the day. It's a marvelous day. Do you know why it's a marvelous day? What? What? No, I have to reiterate because they need to know how awesome today is. Today is Star Wars Day. Today is the day Star Wars comes out. All the 2 years in the making, we were waiting, and we're finally here. And we're going to an early screening, so hopefully it's not too busy. And it's a small mall, small town, so hopefully it's not too busy. I'm really hoping it's not, because I don't want to deal with the crowds, right? Who wants to deal with that? I know it's fun sometimes, but I want to enjoy it in peace. So we're making our way there now. We're actually here. We gotta go get our tickets and find our seats and blah, 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 blah. Bella was supposed to wear her Rey costume, but as you can see, she chickened out. I don't know. I think she thought maybe the stormtroopers were gonna come out of the movie theater at her or something, but she always gets scared. Lucky, it's supposed to be a happy day. Today's a big day. Look, even Lucky's wearing a Star Wars shirt. You're supposed to get into the spirit, Bells. Buy tickets today.
ADCC, right? Oh, sorry.
We were so close, but we have to wait in this line. It's not really much of a line. I don't know why they won't just let us in. There's only 4 people. There it is. I feel like I'm at Disney World. You gotta wait in line to get in line to get in line. Kind of ridiculous.
What's gonna happen?
Oh, you're so
My
good.
theory, should I tell my theory? My theory is Rey is gonna go to the dark side.
That was my theory.
It's my theory
You didn't
too.
think of that until I told you.
And my theory is Leia
Dies.
and Rey. So sad. Leia and Rey have something going on. There's some type of relationship.
We're in it. We got our seat. I got a good seat, look. I'm excited. You excited, Bella?
Yeah.
So excited.
Never seen her.
Oh, it's so loud in here. We were a little nervous about this theater. It got terrible reviews. The tickets were only $4, but the chairs are comfortable. The screen's nice and big. Speakers are good. I don't know what people were talking about.
Plus there's bed bugs.
Unless there's bed bugs or the popcorn sucks, but I don't think we're gonna get popcorn.
I think
Mary can never say no to the popcorn. She's, oh my God, it's so delicious. What do we love about Star Wars? Lightsaber battles, space battles, blaster battles. We like big battles and action. The Last Jedi was disappointing. This is going to be a review as spoiler-free as possible. I'm not going to say any main plot lines or anything, just minute details here or there. So if you didn't watch it yet, you should watch this. There won't be any spoilers or anything. Now, the one big thing it's missing is a amazing lightsaber battle. Every Star Wars has had a lightsaber battle. Big, grand battle. This one, it really doesn't happen. You get a little bit here or there. It's very disappointing. The pacing of the movie, it seemed long and drawn out. A lot of useless scenes that could have been deleted and would have made the movie shorter and more bearable. I mean, it was 2.5 hours plus a half hour of previews, and then you were there a little early, so I mean, you were in the theater 3.5, 4 hours. Crazy. The comedic relief was, should I say, forced. Like, we're used to Han Solo's witty sarcasm. brilliant, funny, made you laugh. I think they tried to compensate for the lack of Han Solo and forced all these little jokes throughout the movie that just really didn't seem to fit. The acting for the joking part anyway was lackluster at best. It just wasn't that good. The space battles, there really wasn't any. Like, there's one in the beginning, it's very rushed and abrupt and just blah. The whole arc of Snoke and that whole thing, without giving it away, is it kind of just happens all sudden. Matter of fact, all the major plot lines that are happening during the film, there's no suspense. It just kind of happens. There's no build-up. There's no anxiety. It's just boom, done. Kind of just seems kind of rushed through the film. They spent all this time doing nothing while the main important parts were just kind of rushed through. Parts where you should have been invested into the film, you just felt left out. Certain characters, like the Porgs and BB-9E, their parts are so insignificant that they're almost there for no reason at all. It almost just seems like a cash grab. They advertise these new toys, stuffed animals, etc. for these new characters. Well, they really didn't even have to be in the movie. Their roles are insignificant. Parts they were in, you could have taken them out and you wouldn't have affected the movie one bit. There was one surprise from a character from the original trilogies. I guess that's a tiny bit of a spoiler, but that was forced too. It's just kind of shows up. His presence there wasn't really necessary. It just was like, here, have this little snippet of nostalgia. And the scene was all 2 minutes and it was irrelevant. Didn't make or break the movie at all, really. Another thing we like about Star Wars is all the unique characters. You remember the original trilogies, even the prequels, where every movie you got a little bit of a new character and different things. This one, it reused the same characters, which is fine, but it underutilized some of the most important ones, I believe. And like the stormtroopers weren't utilized at all. There was really no blaster battles or anything. It was just kind of, they were there and then they weren't. Kind of pointless. Like, why even have them there? This may seem like nitpicking, but Rian Johnson's gonna make the next trilogy and I'm really not that excited about it. This movie wasn't, very dissatisfied. It just kind of, there was no progression in the plot whatsoever. You still have all the same questions you did after The Force Awakens. Rey's parents, where she falls into this whole story, why she's force sensitive, this, that, and the other thing. There's no answer to any of your questions. The whole movie just kind of felt, you really could have skipped this movie. Nothing significant happened to progress the story of Rey, Kylo, Leia. Nothing happened to progress the story. You're in the same spot you were in the first movie. The acting was great. They did a great job acting. The storyline was terrible. And since I'm complaining, what always annoyed me about this trilogy from the beginning is, remember Darth Vader? You never knew his face. He never took off his mask. He was a mysterious, powerful villain. Kylo Ren, ever since the beginning, you saw his face. He was Prince Charming. He looked cute, handsome, whatever you want to say. He's not in control. He's just a kid that has anger issues. Darth Vader was very prominent and in charge of everything. Kylo Ren is just kind of all over the place, which ruins the villain for me. And then in this movie, the mess is just, yeah, I don't want to ruin it. But just to recap, the acting was good. The storyline, plotline, pacing of the movie was terrible. They took out everything I love about Star Wars personally, and they replaced it with things that just didn't feel the same. The lightsaber battles, the space battles, the blaster battles, even like the love story. Yeah, it's not that important, but a nice connection story. I wouldn't even say love story. Connection story is nice. It was just all lacking. Luke's whole character arc just kind of comes to a very unsatisfying ending. And it just leaves you dissatisfied. I don't know how else to say it. You're just kind of left blanket. They didn't really answer any of your questions. They didn't progress the story at all. You're just stuck. If you liked the movie, good. I mean, it wasn't bad, it just was dissatisfying. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I'd love to argue with you. But And I'm not a movie critic. I'm just some guy in his dirty garage who's a Star Wars fan, and I wanted to share my opinion. And that's what it is. It's just there. I think this movie was more of a cash grab, especially with the character merchandising and the twisty trailers, you know, that left you hanging and wondering all this stuff's gonna happen, and it's just nothing happened. Absolutely nothing. Bella.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part? Now we're off to Target. Well, we're at Target. We have to do some shopping for tomorrow because we're having a not big, but we're having everybody over to do a Christmas get-together type of thingy-majig, you know? And we have to get some food and some stuff. We're gonna exchange Secret Santa gifts. It should be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it. But I'm curious what Mary thinks she's gonna make for our big extravaganza tomorrow. Mary's going the lazy way.
No, it's easy. And everybody loves it.
Just pop it in the oven, done. No prep, no cook, no nothing. Hit a couple buttons, put it in, you're done. See all the passion she's putting into it. Lovely.
Oh my god, so dramatic. Then you cook, love. Okay?
Get in the freezer.
I might like it in there.
Goodbye.
It's been a long day. I'm so tired. Are you tired?
Exhausted.
I'm exhausted. Like, I can never keep this camera steady, sturdy. He farted. He stinks. God, oof. We watched the movie. I thought it was good. Had its ups and downs, but I thought it was okay.
It wasn't bad. It leaves you feeling unsatisfied with the movie.
Yeah. You're expected to see Star Wars, and then you see it, and you're like, wait a minute. But I'm gonna clean. I gotta clean up, vacuum, and get ready for our big day tomorrow. Anyway, we will check in with you guys tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for being with us, and thanks for watching our videos. And remember, all our videos are always made with love. Good night. Bye-bye.